Hey Nocturnal, how are you? I hope you're going well. Alright, we might as well start. Just making sure I don't have food in my beard. Alright, so git branch, let's see what branch we're on. Git checkout main, git pull. I think we've got a new branch out recently dealing with an annoying issue in how Kubernetes returns logs at the moment. Oh. Sounds like a lot of fun. I honestly don't know how they return the logs. Yeah, how do they return the logs? Git branch, git checkout. I think I've got a new branch, development 0.30.12. Yeah, yes I do. Okay, tonight we're just fixing up a few UI issues because I've realized in dark mode they're causing sort of issues like this where it's very hard to read. The idea is we want to get it from this into the new sort of card layout. Now if I hit play and at the same time let's do npm run watch and there's new, and then let's go localhost. So this sort of card layout, and even then, I mean, we could potentially upgrade this to have that clearer, the color. But that's a variable now, so that's easy to do. That's us just tweaking stuff. There's a command in kube control, but there it breaks in weird ways. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah. Well, hopefully you can find a solution. It sounds like when I go and try things and things just break. Alright, so what we want to do is get the requirement links to look like these cards. So let's have a look at the dashboard, because I do believe I've done something similar where I can reuse a component. If I can reuse a component, that'll be great, because then it'll take me a couple of minutes to do this. I'm looking in the wrong place. I meant to look in source, JavaScript, components, dashboard. Let's go to the Kanban list. So we've got render object card, and we've got the Kanban list. We've got the Kanban variables, and we've got the Kanban. All right. Now let's have a look in the front way, and I'm leaning on that this can be possible. Got to refresh. And I've got to close that. I can make sure this is picking up the view. Yep, cool. And let's have a look at this. And let's have a look at the render object card. So straight away we've got destination Kanban. Cool. We would use requirement item instead. Import variables. So we've got header is Kanban board. So we scroll down here, we've got Kanban board. We'll have requirement items. Prefix is can. We'll have no, this is requirement links. Oh, this is a bit different though. Now I think about it, this is not one object, this is a plethora of objects. So this won't work how we want it to. But that's not too much of a problem, because we can still, oh, that was weird. We can still nab the structure, so we can still have object card details, we can have the hyperlink object card, this, and this easily in there. It just means that depending what the object is, depends what we sort of render out. And I'm just wondering if we want to separate all of that up into its own sort of, these projects, these tasks, and so forth like that. So we do a bit of separation. So if I jump into this, Under the linked objects, if we link in, let's say, a project, let's say it relates to, we create a new link, let's say a task. There's no tasks. Requirement is blocked by, let's say that, let's go another requirement, and so forth like that. We've kind of separated stuff into relates to and is blocked by, and we could potentially do the same thing. And this should use, yeah, the same sort of row object link. So we'll use the same structure, and that would work wonders. Now, one thing I do want to check is, because reusing components would be best. It makes everything, in most cases, simpler. So object links. So we've got sub-object link. And that just sends through the link results. So that's apparently task and so forth like that. Alternatively, we just have them blocked out. So we just have each one just blocked out, which I don't think will be good, because a lot of the times you want that sort of structure. Oh, sorry. Oh. Sorry about that. Okay, let's have a look. So this is sub-object link. We've got all the links and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think we can get the structure and how we want it. We would have to look at the structure. So let's have a look at what the structure is already. So localhost 8000. Let's go. Oh, am I? List all. Not request for change. So if we have a look at this structure. Now we've got this. So we've got item results, and if we open it up, we've got a model. Yeah, we've just got the requirement items there. Oh, okay, no, the object link will work on this page. It's this page which I'm now thinking of. The link list. So we've got to fix it up in two places. So this one, we've got the link results, object assignment ID. Yeah, we've got it all separated like that. All right. Oh, sorry, just cracking my back. Now, I think splitting it up into, let me just think about this before I say it. Splitting it up into project, task, requirements, and so forth would be better. Oh, we're just doing projects and tasks in here. Even though it's got requirement item in here. I think the requirement item is for down here. Only one way to tell is if we go in here, we scroll down here, we go links. We connect a link in here, and then we go back to this. This will reload the data. We go down to requirement items, and we see this link down here. Now, we need this one. So item link results is slightly different. And we've got this one here like this. I think unassigned objects does something similar. So let's have a look at unassigned objects. They've got it split up into 3 already. And then they have render object card, which is that where they pass through that. We could potentially do this. I think we could. That way we split everything up how we need it to. So object links, link results, and then we've got sub-object link, which is filtered into those already. Can delete through. Okay. Because we don't have it in that structure whatsoever. But with this one, the render object, we've got a flexible structure which we determine right here. Yeah, it's going to be this way. So render object card. And then what I can do is I can have projects, tasks, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, all right, I like that. Oop. So let's close all this, close all tabs. Just make that like that size. Yep, all right, cool. Oh, sorry. Let's go. We don't want NearBeach. We want source JavaScript. Now this is part of the requirement items. Now we could deal with this one first, because this one will be a lot easier to do. Famous last words. They both would be just as easy. I don't know why it's not letting me click stuff at sometimes. I'm like clicking it and it's just not. So item results, item status list. Oh, this is for that. Okay, ignoring that, ignoring that. So that's not structured how we want it to, how we need it. And we kind of need it in a certain structure. Okay. So I'm going to have to change the structure, simplify it to just the fields we need. And then this will be the same as this. So we'll have a header, prefix, ID, title, status, and end date. Now, I don't know if there is an end date in here. Let's have a look. We have date modified, date created. We don't actually have an end date, so that won't actually have an end date. That's fine. I think our component now deals with that. So, yep. Cool. And then what else do I need? Oh, God, I need to wake up. Okay, I'm going to copy this. And we are going to hit the network. We're going to have requirement item. So I'm just going to type an item in here. And we're just going to look for that end point. So we've got list of item status values. No, list of item type values. Requirement data items. So this will have NearBeach requirement item. This is the one we want. So going here, we need requirement information, data item. Oh. Sorry about that. So we do have it. But I was hoping I would get a URL. So let's open up our NearBeach code. Let's go to URLs. All right. Now the URL is requirement information. All right, so it doesn't quite fit this one. We've got add link. We've got item links, data items. This is the one. Double checking that. Data items. Yep. And then what I want to do is I want to go to this implementation. So straight away, we're serializing our results. We're just grabbing our results. We're not grabbing any values or anything like that. So we want to go values. And this is where I'm going to go, ooh, hold on. Paste. No. What was I pasting again? And I really am starting to hate copying and pasting. Thank you. So what we need is we need a bunch of the same files, essentially. So instead of link, not meant to actually copy that one. I was meant to copy this one. Okay, so we don't need header because we know we're going to pass through that. All right. Prefix we don't need. We need ID. So we need requirement item ID. Okay, and that isn't in there, is it? Or is that just going to be ID? I'm going to double check with the models. Requirement item ID. It is in there. It's just lying to me. Unresolved reference. Requirement item ID. It's right there. Don't lie to me. Okay, we need the title. So that will be requirement item title. We'll need the status, which requirement item status. We'll need the end date, which we don't have. And that's it. We just need those 3. Now this will change because it won't support this value. All right. So one way I want to do this is let's have a look at objects, because I've done this quite a lot under object data. Okay, let's have a look at dot values. So I just need something similar to this. So we need to just serialize the requirement item results, like so. Now we pass through all the data, we've got all that. It's, yep, all right, cool. Cool. Let's just reload. Let's have a look at the network. We don't have anything crash. Ah, that's the wrong screen. Now we have a 500 server error. Requirement item ID not found. I find that hard to believe. Because requirement item ID. Yeah, all right. I'm getting really confused. Requirement item ID. What the hell is going on? All right, let's bust open the Python shell. So we're just importing everything. All right, cool. From here, we'll have requirement. Yeah, we'll just type it in. Requirement item.objects.filter. Everything's getting done. So values, requirement item ID. Requirement item is not defined. From NearBeach.models, import everything. Didn't like that at all. Oh. What? From Django config, auth, import user. All right, yep. All right, that's. just opening up a terminal. Alright, Python 3 manage shell. So from NearBeach.models import everything. There we go. Sweet. Really weird errors tonight. Not in the mood for them. Requirement item.objects.filter. Cool. Let's go A equals requirement item objects.filter. And then A0 is we get one, and then requirement item ID 1. Cool. So with that in mind, B equals requirement item.objects.filter.values, and then we've got requirement item ID. All right. Did I spell that wrong? All right, so it's saying it's not defined. What if I put it in quotations? That's all I needed to do. All right, cool. So that was a me issue. Okay, it didn't like that. So, because it's like that, all right. Just want to find one value. Okay, that's not going to work. Values. So bug list. All right, this is what we want. We want requirement item results, and we send back what we need. And we need just an extra line in between that. All right, let's try that out. I'm just gonna edit and resend. I don't know what happened. I'm just gonna hit refresh. Not wanting to connect. And this is now having an issue. Oh. I'm just going to stop it and replay it. All right, is this going to behave? I don't know. Done. Cool. Now the one problem is none of this will work. We'll go to the requirement items, bang, nothing works. But we know that because it has a different structure. So that's fine. We're going to modify that now. So we are going to go to the source components. We are going to go to the requirement. Oh, this is actually under modules, submodules, and then this is the requirement item links. So this will pull down data that we want. And this will be just in the format of requirement items. So let's get used to this code again. I'm going to minimize this. Straight off the bat, we are getting rid of quite a lot of this. So this is fine. These tables we want to replace. This will be fine. This is fine. Okay. So going down here, destination, location ID, route URL, and user level are fine. Extract object description. Following function will accept a link in. It will then check out what the link is connected to. From there, determine which field it will extract out. So nope. Yeah. Yeah, that's me today. This thing's not wanting to work. Okay. I'm gonna double check this is the right one. Before I make any changes. Requirement item. I'm gonna jump into here. Requirement items module. This is not the right one. So I am going to exit out of that. I'm going to close all. So requirement items module. It's this one we are wanting to do. Cool. So the table will be changing. And it will be just items. A lot of this will be fine. So looking at the methods, create new item, that's fine. Get status. That. Oh, all right. I think we're actually going to simplify quite a lot of this now. Update status list. Let's see where this is used. Item status list. So it is going down into there too. Oh, I think this is a workaround. I think. Okay. So the requirement item is fairly old in NearBeach. If I click on this, okay, it's needed here. Those two items are needed here. So yes, we do need to get this data. And it's totally fun having it at this higher level and passing it down, but it would be better having it in the modal itself. An update type list is the same. These potentially could go down further. Update item results. So this gets the items themselves through Axios, and it just clears it and then puts it all in. That's perfectly fine. Not the best way of doing it. This is quite old code. So if we have a look at this, like so. Yeah, we know it's crashed because we're editing stuff and it's not. We're missing data. So it comes through as an object array. So we've got requirement item status. Now we've got a number. We need to actually change that to a proper value. So we can actually change that into text very easily. And we've got requirement item title. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we could fix this really quickly. All right, first thing, I need requirement item status to change. So let's go over to our terminal. We've got the query set. Let's go a.requirement item status. Oh, all right. Requirement item status, and then it's list of requirement item statuses. So let's go to the modal. Models. I'm struggling today. List of requirement item status. So we've got requirement item status. So what we want to do is we want to open up our backend stuff. We want to change this. And we want to annotate this. So Django annotate. I need to stretch my shoulders more. Oof. We just want to change stuff around. Not what we wanted. Oops. We want to rename our in project. We want to rename this. All right. So it goes before. Like so. And then what we want to have is requirement item status equals requirement item status. Just double checking that. Oh, we've got it like that. All right. So we've got it like this. Underscore requirement item status. I don't know if this will work. I don't think this will work. Now the F won't work because we need to import it. And I absolutely forgot what line I was on. There we go. Found it. So, don't know why that happened. I swear to you, I didn't touch anything, and it's just showed up at the top of the page. Things are just Yeah. Anyway, can hit refresh. Didn't like it, which is what I thought it wouldn't. Conflicts with another field on the modal. Yeah, that's fine. What we could do, let's just have status. And that works perfectly fine. Tiny mouse is not defined. That was weird. I don't know why that tiny mouse just suddenly... Ugh. Alright. So, opening up this one, we've got requirement ID status, requirement item status. Oh, we haven't put in status. That's why. And then we hit refresh. And we've got status, and there's the text. We can make that a lot nicer. Like so. And I think that would be a better way to do things. So requirement, item, status, text. I think is going to be a lot better. And then we open this up, bang, there we go. Okay, so we're now happy with how that's set out. Let's go into the right stuff. Let's scroll up. So item results length equals 0. Okay, we show an error. That's fine. We're not going to change that. Div else, this is where we're going to change things. All right, straight off the bat, bang, done, changed. You know, we want to change this. What is the object we want to pull in? It is going to be the render object card. So render object card. All right, we're going to leave it as that for the moment. We do need to import it. So I'm just double checking that it's down here. Yep. All right, cool. And it is put in the components. I'm going to move this out and I'm going to paste it in here. I'm going to go components here, just so people will read it later know what's happening. And we don't need a for loop anymore. Now this, I don't think this will work straight off the bat, but it should get rid of most of the errors. Yeah, it gets rid of most of the errors. We're not feeding any data through, so it doesn't error out. It just doesn't render anything, which is what we want. Let's fix up our JavaScript down here. So let's go. I hate when that happens. Okay, create new item. I don't know how many are in here. Get status. Now I think get status will go away. Yeah, it's definitely going away. Get type. All right. Get type is also going away. New item added. A new item has been added in the wizard. We use a new data that has passed through to update the item result. All right. That one's not a problem because I think that one is. Yeah, it's existing. Now, one thing I have a problem with is how that's all underscored, and yeah, there's not much naming consistency here. So if we go to methods over here, we've got camel case and all that kind of stuff. And then in here, we've got camel case apart from this one little tiny thing in here. So I'm just going to... So is new item added? So new item added, we're just going to go new item added like that. And that will work perfectly fine. Yeah, this is old code. All right, update item results. So that just is an Axios sort of thing that pulls it from the back end, which happens every single time. Straight away, don't need this, 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 don't need this. This dot item results equals response dot data. We're just passing it through. We're not manipulating anything or anything like that. Update status list. That one's needed, and this one's needed, but I have a feeling we can probably move those down into the modal, which will probably be better placed because the data isn't needed up here, and it will simplify this component. Create new item, that just opens up the modal. That's all good and dandy. So we've got the item results, item statuses. Yeah, I feel like these will go downstream too. Now, one thing we do need is if we have a look at this, we need a structure similar to this. So I'm just going to copy it. We've got import variables. Yeah, I'm gonna... So that is in itself, that one should be an object. So if we have a look at this, we've got project variables. Oh, okay, cool. This will be requirement item variables. And this will be a, yeah, just a simple object. So we're just adding an object in here. I'm going to just paste those in like so. I'm just going to scoot those all up. I'm going to Shift V, and then I forgot the, I think it's this one. Alright, at this particular point, I am done. Alright. And we are going to rename these. So this will be requirement items. This one will be RI. Now the idea is requirement item ID. The title will be requirement item title. So these are going to match the fields one-to-one. All right, can't type. Requirement item status text. Glad I changed that. And there is no data for that one. Now I'm going to have a look at the project requirement items, and we have an end date at for requirement variables, in which case that's the same too. All right. So now that is done, we need to go up here. And we are going to go vbind, and what do we vbind down? And this is where we actually have a look at the render object itself. So we've got the import variables equals, and then that will be requirement item variables. my god, nothing's working for me today. vbind. Alright, so the other vbind we're going to do is the search destination. And that's just, that will be a string of requirement item. And then vbind the search result equals, and that will be the item results. Now, because this is just one thing, it's all going to be self-contained. So we're happy with that. Now, with this, oh, I even think location ID we don't need. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we're just having a look at the VueJS. We're having a look at the destination, location ID to, yeah, we don't need to carry those 3 down at all whatsoever. So I feel like we can improve this bottom one, but we'll do that after we fix this thing. So we're just refactoring this whole entire thing. And there's our thing. And that's perfect. Now I might put a hyphen in that. That's as simple as me going down here and editing this to have a hyphen. Like so. Easy done. R2. And then we've got our requirement item QA team as the title. We've got developing and working over here. That is perfect. And when we click on it, we actually go to the requirement item information. Perfect. All right, let's simplify this. A lot of this code can actually go in here now. So the update status all the way down to 139. So 118 to 139. 18 from 39 is 21. So that's 22. I don't know why it deleted like 6 just before, or oh, I don't know. I'm over this. All right, so what we want to do is we want to go all the way down to the create new requirement item. That will be under the wizards. New requirement item wizard. So this one. So we should have props for all 3. So item status list, item list, yep, and location ID. We're going to get rid of that prop list. But first we've got the methods. We've got the save. And then after the save, we're going to paste this. Presto. Done. And then we're going to put in our own mounted section. I'm just double checking we don't have a mounted section. Cool. We are also deleting, actually undo that. For the data, we need item status list. And that's going to be like that. We need item type list, and that's going to be like that. And location ID we don't need, because we can get that from the computed stuff. Like so. And then I can just delete all of that. The watch, the item list status. We need to transform the data into JSON array given the view select can read. Oh. Oh yeah, that's pretty easy to do. We don't need this watch anymore. So I'm just commenting it out for reference. And then we need mounted in here, and mounted will be this.update status list, this.update type list. All right. Now, worst case scenario, we might need a next tick in here. That should be fine for the moment. Now, this isn't needed anymore. And this isn't needed. We need to simplify this. Now, I am just gonna have it like this. This is a lot easier to read. Once again, this is old code. And I have come a long way. So this dot status, oh, we've got status item fixed, don't we? This dot item, this will be actually just the response. Response.data.map. We've got a row, and we're just returning the value as, now this will be row pk, and label is row.fields.requirement item status. Now we can change this. That's not a problem. We're doing the same thing down here. So this dot type item fixed list equals response.data.map. So we're mapping a row. We've got return value row.pk, label row.fields.requirement item type. I can't type. Cool. And that will work. Which then means this doesn't need to be there because there's the type item fixed, there's the status item fixed. We don't need that data. So we've actually simplified this code too. And then mounted will do this. Now I might, so I need to inject next tick. Just trying to find where my mounted is with some of these. What the? All right, so I need to inject next tick. Now, inject I like putting up near the top. And that is an array, and we're just gonna go next tick, like so. Easy done. So I'm gonna go this dot next tick, and then I'm gonna look up how it's done. So it's, all right, cool. It's the same sort of setup as set timeout, except doesn't have the little wait symbol there. All right, so that should all be done. Let's do. Yeah, cool. So we're all happy with that. You know, eventually I might come back and clean up a lot of this code. So we've got the mix-ins, we've got the validations, we've got the error modal, we've got the icon mix-in, we've got the editor, and select icon, Axios. All right, cool. Axios is another one which we'll end up injecting in everywhere. So it will eventually get it rid from here and have it in zone injection, stuff like that. But that's another day. If we hit refresh, we now have a problem. Update status list is not a function. That's because we forgot to get rid of it from here. So we need the item results. So if we scroll down, requirement item, there it is. And these should still populate. Yep, like so. Easy done. So we've just simplified our code and made this look a lot nicer. I'm happy. So we've got requirement items, presto, cool. Requirement links, we only need to worry about the two links, so project and task. I do want to keep them separate, so we're going to do something similar, but let's first go over here. Now, this is requirement links. This is requirement item. So this one is now ready for retesting. This one is now what the one we're focusing on. Okay. And before I change anything, let's grab this. Wrong frickin' one. Requirement links. Come on. I clicked in the wrong place then. No, requirement item. Nope. Get status. Get add everything from source JavaScript. Get status. Get add everything from NearBeach views. Get status. I'm not going to worry about the static files because once again we will recompile them at a later date. So git commit bug fix, and we paste in what we need. And git push. All right, sweet. All right, so that other thing we wanted, requirement links. Let's put that on the big screen. Let's close all tabs. We don't need anything at the moment. So requirement links. So it'll be this one. Once again, we'll get rid of the table. Like so. Double checking that I'm doing the right thing first. At least I can undo that if I'm not doing the right thing. So going to components, we are going to requirement links module. Requirement links module. All right, sweet. So what we need is render object card. We're going to actually place that in twice. No biggie. Then going down here, render object card. We're just going to cut that out. We're going to paste it here. We're just going to components, place that in like that. Everything's fine. Icon really should belong at the top. We've got activate lazy loading, boolean false true. Don't remember. No, I needed it. Props we can get rid of. We've got the destination, location ID, route URL, user level. All right, cool. The data, we've got link results, item link results, and link modal. We're probably going to change those. Link results filter. Yep. Okay, so it looks like we are removing stuff. Okay, not a problem. Oh, sorry. Just doing a bit of a yawn. All right, I'm going to quickly grab a drink. I will be right back. looking after my sister's dogs. If anyone heard like all of a sudden like paws clattering and stuff like that on the floor, it was because I walked into the kitchen, turned on the light, and scared the hell out of them. Okay. I feel like a lot of this, the following function will accept the link in. It will then check what that link is connected to there. It will determine which fields it'll extract out. Okay, this is yeah, alright. This is an old way of how I used to do things. It's not how I want to do it now. And when we remove a link, we actually want data coming back when we remove a link. Yeah, alright. We're gonna fix up this whole entire thing. This is very old code. I've learnt a lot since then. So yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have the usual sort of stuff. Oh, we didn't test one other thing on this page. We can't delete anything. But on the relates to, so sub-object links, we can. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's actually have a look into our code, the render object sort of stuff. So render object card doesn't exactly have a delete, does it? No, it doesn't. Not too much of a problem. You don't want to put it in here. I mean, this is also very condensed code. This is awesome, this component. Render object table. Yeah, alright. Oh, sorry. There's something we might have to put in. Something, yeah. The delete would have to come over here as in a little slither. And it would have to be sort of something where you can't accidentally just delete it too. Okay. I mean, one thing I could potentially do. Sorry, I'm just gonna stretch. So I can have a render object card type of thing. I can have something very similar structure to this with a delete function put into it. And then what I could potentially do is have the modal underneath it. Oh no, the modal will have to belong somewhere else. Otherwise, we're rendering too many modals on the page. All right. This is a tricky one. is actually tricky. Yeah. Okay. Because by fixing one bug, I've just introduced another, which, you know, it's the state of programming. I can't delete this now. Well, but requirement items, could I ever delete it? I don't think so on requirement items. One way to find out, let's actually go to requirements. Hang on. There we go. I am just cheating. Yeah, I could never delete it. So requirement items, fine. It's the requirement links which I need to figure a way out how to delete stuff and make it as elegant as possible with the deletion. Yeah, it's the requirement links. We could have something in here where they click on the thing and it sends up data. It looks at that data. Yeah. And why can't... That's the wrong... Those are the wrong CDNs. This should be using my CDN. This... There we go. Sorry, just realizing some of this isn't using my CDN. That's annoying. Alright. Bugs I've got to fix. Alright, we might as well record those bugs. Alright, reload. Okay. Oh, just copy value. Alright. Body, text, SVG, not loading from CDN. Okay. Method 1, log into NearBeach. 2, go to a requirement. 3, load up the network tab. Expected results. All static files come from the CDN. Actual results. Please note the following files do not come from the CDN. Just going to be like multiple static files not coming from the CDN. I'm just going to copy them. This is going to be 10 times easier. Requirement information. Oh, where's the network? No, it's this one. This one's fine. This one's coming from private. That's perfectly fine. Questions is not. Now I want to fix these up. Copy URL. addresses have an extra /. I've got to be strict with everything because I just want to get all these bugs fixed. So if I spend the time logging the bugs now, I'll fix it, and then, you know, I'll move on to the next bug. This would be CDN. Content Delivery Network, CDN. All right, create. Cool. That is done. Okay, requirement links. Now, yeah, this is going to be the problem. I've got to actually think about this properly and be like, how am I going to delete the data? The requirement items, that's fine. All right. These are designed not to really be deleted, but really archived eventually, and you would go into the ticket itself to do something like that. All right, so we're going to close production because I don't want to create any data on production. We're going to make, this is looking lovely. We're going to make a note on this and be like, this is what we need to solve. So I'm going to close all of those because we don't need them at the moment. So we need to go into this. We need to go requirement items link mode. We're just going to open it up. We're going to write in a little ticket in here. Actually, we're going to update this ticket. We're going to edit this ticket. We're going to put in requirements 1. The cards to be in the same object card format as render cards, like on dashboard. 2. User can still delete the links. All right, cool. Notes. We need to figure out how to delete the links. We'll still need to query the user to make sure they want to delete those links. This will mean we need a modal at the all right, we won't write that in or anything like that. I've got an idea, but I'll need to think through it properly. So I'm just gonna bang this on like this. I'm gonna bang this on like this. I'm gonna go save. So I'm gonna keep it like this. Yeah. We'll need to figure out how we can delete those cards. We could potentially create a new component that we can I don't want to write anything. I want to properly think about it. I want to draw it up on the whiteboard, pros and cons, add in the pros and cons and think about it properly. All right, so requirement links, dark mode, hard to read. That's fine. We've done that. Ready for retest. Ready. Search. Results look horrible. Hard to read. We can do this. We can do this really quickly. So I'm just going to close all this. Let's go up here. Let's click on this. Let's go search. Let's just like that. So these can easily be translated very easily. Let's just get it. Let's do it. Let's open up Vue. So all of these are search results. So the best thing is we just need to add in the object structure. And that's all we need to do. So search results, that will be under search. So list search results is this one. So as you see, it's got the same sort of structure as we have before. And I'm just wondering if this component's going to become not needed anymore, because we've got the render object card, which if we put these side by side, I'll move this over here, and we'll go down to the export default. You'll notice that they're quite similar, in which they use very similar logic. They've got mix-ins, datetime mix-ins for the render object card, and that's the only difference. And this makes me wonder if I could potentially slowly get rid of this list search results. Let's do list search results. We don't want that in a directory, we want it in a project. So we've got it in just search objects, and we got it in 5 times. We could potentially get rid of code. So search objects. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So we've got search objects. So here's the first one. So list search results. Another thing that is actually different is it's actually got it in card format. So this might not need to delete it. Might just need to add it in as a middleman. Instead of having that table in there, I just pass down render results. All right, let's have a look at this. Components, import render object card. Okay, cool, we've done that. Props. Components, render object card. Yeah, cool. So we're going to get rid of this table. Render object card, like so. And the first thing we want to do, vbind, we want to do search results equals, and I do believe we've got a prop. Search results. Yeah, we do. Search results. Okay. And then we need to vbind import variables equals import variables, and then vbind now destination. So destination import variables search results, and that's I think all we need. I don't even think we need those. Once again, we're just simplifying the code. So this is just a middleman, and what the middleman is doing is just rendering a card body. Oh, cancel. Let's just hit refresh. And it was as simple as that. So tasks are still connecting to tasks, Kanban information is still connecting to Kanban information. So yeah, all it was just a middleman. Perfect. Okay, so this one, let's copy this. Let's go over here. Let's go git add source, git status. All right, static, all static. So git commit bug fix, paste, and then git push. So we only did 17 insertations then, and 73 deletes. And the same with the last one, we did quite a lot of deletes over insertion. So we're simplifying the code, which is great news. Okay, sweet. Yep. And this acts like a middleman. Everyone's happy. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. Let's components. Let's write that properly. Okay, cool. Git add source, git commit, deletion of unwanted code. Cool. So this one is ready for retesting. And it looks like we're going to get another release soon, probably tomorrow or Wednesday, depending how fast I can fix that requirement links issue. I feel like there's one of two options. I can edit the render object, add in a boolean, which is by default false, where I'm have it saying allow deletion. That way when someone clicks on that, it sends up the required values up into its parent function, parent component. That is one method I could potentially use. The other one is to clone it and actually add that into there too. And that way when things get sent up, you can get a modal to open up and you can be like, are you sure you want to delete this data? Which could be very useful, and yeah, I think that will work. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I would need to think about it a little bit more. I'm not that confident at the moment doing that. So yeah, potential permission issue. I'm going to leave that till tomorrow because I just got to go through stuff and track it down and figure it out. That one is like, we don't know why everything else here has certain permissions added to it, and for some strange reason the requirements don't. And I need to figure that out why. But it's a very boring task. It requires me sitting there and trying different things to break it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 2 which I can complete tomorrow. So yeah, that's the potential one. We've got a major one here. That is submitted. Requirement links, dark mode. Yep, hard to read. Yep, that's fine. We just talked about that. This one, major. Multiple static files not coming from the CDN. Just enter that one in. I mean, we could quickly solve this. We can. And then I've got a couple of NearBeach marketing site ones, which I got to push fixes to. Which reminds me, did I get this set up correctly? Solution, yeah. Sorry, because I could probably move on to some marketing site stuff. That's not a problem at the moment. Okay. We've got a bunch of normal widescreen, UI, UX, switch enable. Oh yeah, that's just annoying me. Level headings not line up exactly. Yeah, that's just annoying me. Naive select box not working in dark mode. That is actually fixed. Thank you very much. Ready for retesting. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it as ready for retesting because I've got to go through and actually backdate that and edit some documentation to say it's fixed. Upload button not working in dark mode. We've got to do that. Yeah, that one we can fix tonight. Tiny mouse is not dark mode. Yeah, we know that. And then everything from there is minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do want to get rid of most of those though. Yeah. I know, I just hit myself with the pen. Alright. Let's go from the top. So we're going to miss those. We're going to go multiple static files not coming from CDN. Let's just work on this right now. So we've got to find these. So body text SVG. Body underscore text dot SVG. All right. Static URL NearBeach images. That should be getting it from the static files. Why isn't it? That's weird. Unless... So let's open up this. Let's go back to our requirements. Let's go to our network body text SVG. It is saying static NearBeach images and so forth like that. Let's go back to prod. Let's search. Let's refresh again. So we'll just delete, reload. Where is that coming from? Prod.static. Yeah, that's weird. Because if we look at any other static file, it's not coming from there. NS binding aborted. NS binding aborted. Shown Firefox. Alright, I'm seeing some server calls, usually for tracking purposes. My site getting aborted in Firefox while seeing HTTP Fox. This is happening when I'm clicking on links that loads another page in window. Because your server is not sending HTTP expired headers. The browser is checking to see what is in its cache is current. The way it does this is to send the server a request saying that the data of what it has is cached, and the server is sending for a 3 or 4 status telling the client that it's current. It is to add expires headers to what you're serving, then you will see and it's binding aborted messages changed to cache. Meaning the browser is simply getting content out of its cache knowing it has not yet expired. I should add that when you do a Firefox force refresh, it assumes you want to double check what does it say, so temporarily. Let's actually have Oh, I don't have Chrome on here. Ah, oh well. Okay. It is getting it. I mean, this is the old cached version. This is probably just a cache issue where we haven't told it, hey, all of your cache has expired. Because yeah, that would be a 404. And that 404 is not in dark mode. You should be worried just because you're seeing something that looks like failed code and it's binding and ported in one post. It's simply an indication that the page load has been stopped. It's perfectly normal that opening a page while another page has been loaded cancels the load on the first page. Doesn't necessarily mean... No, that's not it. I think this is just a cache issue. Because yeah, we don't have... We've got this all set up correctly in here. And this is in project. That's the Pi, SAS, Vue stuff. That's all of our files. What about our templates? Let's double check our templates too. So we'll add in another .html. And we'll go in project. Yeah, cool. This looks like a cache issue. So I'm going to put not fix. I'm going to put in won't fix. This looks like a cache issue. Firefox is for some reason storing the old files or where they live. However, we've turned on the CDN since. All the code is referencing the CDN, and we're just going to grab a screenshot of that. Cool. Ah, didn't mean to lock screen. Ah, broke the thing. All right, give me 2 seconds. There we go. Why put that first? Piss. All right. All right, cool. There we go. So that's working as expected. So we've got the static URL, which is grabbed from the system itself. Yeah, that static URL by default. No, all right. And comment. That's fine. This will then become won't fix. Yep. Because we don't need to do anything. All right. Overlap instructions. All right, cool. All right. Let's see. All right, I need to restart. I want to open up the solutions. And I'm wondering if this will let me play now. No, it won't. Okay, not a problem. Let's just go .NET run. Sudo apt install .NET host. Oh, SDK. Oh, it's snap. All right. All right, that's really annoying. Screw it. I'm just gonna use the snap thing and hope for the best. No, enter. Okay. Whilst that's doing that, because we're getting through a lot of these, we're now down to 25. If I can knock off these 4, we'll be down to 21 issues. And these are just issues with the marketing site, not NearBeach itself. Yeah. Once I'm at that point where I could potentially push those 2 bugs I haven't done to the next release and do a release tonight. That is not outside of the... Yeah, I could potentially do that. And then I fix a few more bugs tomorrow, do another release and so forth like that. And then I can focus on this too. It means I get 4 things out of the way, which brings that down to 21. 2 tomorrow, back down to 19. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I'm just trying to crunch as many bugs as possible. Sorry, this is just taking a while. All right, .NET run. Oh my God. Nothing wants to work with me tonight. All right. So it looks like there's conflict. Yes. Come on, paste. Then create a file and following the convention that files such as *D directories are typically prefixed with 2-digit numbers so that they sort the load in a particular order with the... Alright. Cool. So what I want to do is I want to vim etc apt preference. And then 99 Microsoft .NET .pref, and then I'm going to just paste that in. I'm just going to go right quit. Cool. Then the update. sudo apt install .NET SDK. .7.0, yes. If you rather use the official Ubuntu packages, remove all the packages above. Instead, create the just enter. Yeah, all right. All right, cool. Hopefully this works. Cool. Maybe not so cool. Process terminated, failed to load, app local, ICU. I am just going to Google it. Yep, that's the error. Ah, it's Paul Seal. Ah. If you're wondering, Paul Seal does great, I nearly said Ubuntu, great Embarco videos. Check them out on YouTube. Alright, I finally managed to find out what the problem was. We started out with an early version of Embarco project which did not include special ICU packages to for the IC packages to only load on Windows environments. So we ended up updating our CS project for the two ICU dependencies with the OS condition. Now this is where I need to figure stuff out. Just gonna go cancel. Gonna run .NET run again. Yeah, still hitting that thing. So what I want is libecu data. How can I edit my solution? Actually, just wait. Is it in the solution or the? So we end up editing our CS project file. So configure. Let's refactor this. No. Oh, I don't know how I would do this on this version. Edit. Edit. All right. Here it is. Now it's got 68209, but 68209. All right. So what they've got is if we not do that, we paste this in. They've got a condition in here, and they've got the same sort of all right. include system, global, app, ICU. Something tells me I should do a little bit more digging. Okay, .NET add packages. All right. Before I do that, let's undo all of that. Let's look for 68. System globalization .app local ICU version 68.2.0.9 .NET run. You know what? Is there another 68 in here? No, Alright, let's just copy this. Ubuntu 2304. Ubuntu alternative solution as described in the Microsoft documentation is to set environmental variables before you run your app. System true into your published output. App name, runtime config. I will tell you what. Let's go back here. We will put in this condition. I won't commit this. .NET run. Now it can't open up the database. .NET run, acquire main.NET configure database is reported as not being available. Yes. Unable to open up database file. Oh, it's on my local. All right, let's just not worry about the marketing site right now. Way too much work. If we can get 1 or 2 minor little bugs fixed. So we'll skip this one. Fix the method linked list. It's too complicated. Oh, yeah, we're going to skip that one for the moment. Running unit tests, we're going to skip that one. There's no feedback when saving description on change task. Now, we still need feedback, but we need to discuss how we're alerting the user to changes in the system. For example, we might want to use toast. Oh, yes. All right, this one's blocked. And I need a state called blocked. Just everything's broken right now. All right, will it let me create something? Add new value, thank you. All right, and up here we need to include blocked in here, and we'll update query. That way this doesn't disappear and we've still got a blocked status. All right. Marketing, marketing, marketing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jeez, I can knock out those. That'd be great. Inserting images into new object, large profile. All right. Upload button. Let's have a look at this. So the upload button isn't been in dark mode. So if we, for example, go to use it, my profile, that upload button isn't in dark mode. We need to make it in dark mode. The only way to do that is to wrap this update profile picture in our theme sort of stuff. So if we go, close all, I think this will be the last bug tonight. I'm just getting annoyed. Sorry. Down to profile information. So we do have stuff around profile information. Cool. So we've got to do the same sort of thing. So what we want to do, let's go to our NearBeach, our templates. Templates, NearBeach. We need profile information. We've got update profile picture. So we just got to update our profile picture. So straight away, n config provider theme equals get theme. Delete all the rest of that. Go to the rest template. Over here, we just want to add in something like this. We're going to go down. First off, what we need is mixins. Import get theme mixin from mixins. Get theme mixin. Now I don't know why that's token. That really, I'm gonna play with it right now. Get theme mix in. Also, what we need is in the props, we need theme. That will be a simple type string. Default will be nothing. And what we need to do is the profile information. We need to copy this theme and we need to just put it in like so. Done. And if we wait and hit reload, there we go. Dark mode has been implemented, and it was just that simple. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in version. I'm going to put in, we're up to 3.12. And I'm going to be ready for retesting. And let's have a look at 3.12. So essentially we've got 5 bugs. All right, there is something else I want to do. Let's switch to filter mode. 30 dot, oh, they piss. Sorry, I'm just getting sick of clicking things and it not doing stuff. Save as new. All right, let's move these other ones off to 0.13. All right. So we've got 2 in there. We've got 5 in here. These will essentially be double checked tonight, and I think I'll just have another release tonight. Let's check the current issues. So critical 13.13. There is no feedback when saving description on change task. That is blocked for the moment. Inserting images on new object. I want to do that in this version 2. And limiting the file upload size. I don't know if people are seeing this, but I'm scrolling down and it'll get down towards the bottom and it'll pop up to the top again. Let's try that again. Scroll down and it pops right up at the top again. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we got release tonight. We've got enough bugs which were flagged for the next release. So that will make this current issues to 24. That's fine. I don't think I have ready for retesting in here, which is good. Yeah, I keep them out of this list. Okay. And then what I want to do, there's no feedback when saving change tasks. That we need to, yeah, I need to start thinking about that. Running unit tests, I need to figure out how I can test that properly. Dark modes, yeah, that will be pushed off to the version after. Kanban UI headers, that will be pushed after. So if I do 2 quick releases, I can knock out a lot of these. If I fix up the main site. All right, sweet. All right, I'm probably going to call it there. I'm beat. I'm just done. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. Let's go Pirate Software.
We're gonna make it more heavy. So we'll be dropping half a second off.
Sorry, I did the Mac things then.
Pretty dangerous, spooky, but it could be.
But anyway, thank you very much everyone for joining tonight. It has been somewhat productive, even though I still need to get this thing to compile my my main site and stuff like that. I think I'll just send the SQL database from the Mac onto this one, see how that works. So yeah. Anyway, have fun.
Eventually.